Alright, we go for it. Because I lack 1 blue mana for double Mindbreaker. Oh. Here's your value. I'm just drawing 3 cards, man. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing something unconventional to keep it fresh in Standard. We are playing Izzet Hypermill with Mindbreaker, Jace, and discarding artifacts to first for knowledge. We also have some counter spells to make sure that our win cons goes through, and with enough of sweepers to survive any kind of aggro. And Vampire's Vengeance make for some saltiest scoops ever, especially for boards that their whole board dies to this, including the Recruiter. And I think you will see it in the video, so that will be fun. Alright, let's go into games. I think this will be pretty interesting, so enjoy, guys. Okay, very nice draw. Very nice draw. Alright, we see how it goes. Our opponent is going like this. Honestly, this is a Field of Ruin turn. It's not hitting Mirrex, but the Anchorage can be annoying, especially that we play Jace, right? Don't tell me we will ramp them into Memory Deluge. Then we can play Jace, but we don't want Jace right now. Alright, let's go different. Let's go with Mirrex then. We'll play the game differently. And every time they want to activate the Anchorage, of course, the Field of Ruin threatens their mana. So yeah, this could be the Emperor, but we'll try to answer it. Vampire Vengeance is pretty good at killing Emperor tokens as well. Let's see what the players... They know about this, so they already are prepared most likely. Oh, nothing? I love it. Alright, a little bit of pressure. This can kill Planeswalker, so that's pretty nice. And here she is. Here she is.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
So, Emperor is amazing at killing Might tokens, so we could scrap this strategy and just go with Jace. Or we can draw a card. I like drawing a card quite a lot. Let's see the blocks, right? Because why not? Okay, so we draw a card, and we get rid of this problem. And we need some way to discard the Mindbreaker. I guess we could go Vampire Vengeance and then use the Blood token for it. I really need to start milling him. Maybe I should do it faster, but I don't like him having Emperor in the board. This won't be countered, so it's fine. He could even use the Anchorage on this turn, but the value is pretty low, especially that he has, what, 6 cards in the hand? So he definitely should have better plays than this. Right, Goosey? Of course. Alright, our opponent is tanking. I'm not surprised. He's going for the Jace instantly. Alright. Alright. Good for him, good for him. Oh, he's milling instantly. I'm not sure if he's happy with the result. He really whiffed here. Not only he gave us exactly the type of value we wanted. Do I want... No, we don't want to. But interesting play. If I Field of Ruin right now, they can take blue mana and take an island, and now they have a counter spell or a get lost if they take white mana. So we absolutely don't go for Field of Ruin right now. We just go with the good old Mindbreaker to break our control opponent's mind. Alright. I actually like the card. I try to make multiple decks with it. It's not bad, but it's also not good. Alright. 2 Jace. Only 2 Jace milled. 1, 2 No More Lies. And 1 Timed Binder. Alright. Interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. Listen, what would happen if I played a casual Celestus here? I think we want to be ready with double Jace, because when he plays this as a win con, we just go Jace and kill him. And I think this is a pretty good situation, right? We get triggers if he doesn't play anything. Here it is. Sure. Good play for him, that's for sure. Memory Deluge is always amazing, absolutely amazing in control against control. However, he still needs to tap the mana for his spells, and maybe we can catch him. Like, this is our win con, he doesn't have hand interruption. So it's all about this mana that when he taps, he loses instantly. So we need to force him to tap. Kinda pretend, like Mirrex really helps with it, but it's slow. And they are 0 poison, so they can ignore it for like 3-4 turns, and that gives them enough time to, you know, just set up the game in a way that then you don't kill them with poison, they stop at 8 poison counters, and they have enough counter spell and the value for the Jace. So we need to be careful of this kind of play. Yeah, Vengeance. The blood token is kinda important here. It gives us a very good value. Listen, I like my value. I like my value. They didn't play anything, so we also cycled the Vengeance. We're at 31 cards. He cannot, well, he can double Jace, but it's what? 5 and 3, 8 times 3, so 24 cards. We are not dead. If he does it, I think we... Oh, man. Alright, I guess we just mind break him for days. We definitely mind break him for days. Alright, let's go for the play. Shall we? I kinda like this play, man. I don't want to overdraw cards. Let's see. That actually makes a difference, because then every single Jace wins. Alright. Okay. Interesting. So, if an ability counters, so the first trigger will still happen. Do we go with Mirrex here? He cannot kill us in one turn. I think I tap to give him better, like, feeling of comfort. It will still get countered, but it's, you know, not the biggest deal. It's still a big deal, but not the biggest one. We kill his blocker, so I guess damage doesn't matter, but we still get the blood token, so I like it. I like to keep the pressure, especially that he sees there are more. And I can use it to draw extra card. And maybe, if that's a negate, for example, we will probably win this. Quick stat. Drawing cards, huh? You like those cards. Alright. The problem for him is that he needs to tap out at sorcerer speed to kill us. And we will need 1 Jace, he needs 2 Jaces. This is a really important turn, man. In 2 turns they can mill 30 cards. At Tapland. Surveil. Do you want to remove a card? Ah? They do. Man. It might be so close as to literally 1 card. If they draw 1 card, they lose. I hope they will tap and play more, man. I need them tapped for this turn. The fun play is to play Jace first. They think they want no more lives because I can pay, and then go for the Mindbreaker. That cannot be no more light. But yeah, I think they will. Okay. Really? I think we won, right? You know what? Let's show our opponent that we agree with him. Well, let's go like this. I want to hit mana source to get better Jace. Man, he took a huge gamble. And he lost. Told you, moment he taps out, he's out. We were ready since like 5 turns, bro. We were ready for such a long time. I think they have double Jace in the hand, and they decided they will kill us on the next turn. And I nearly did the wrong part. Yep, That's how you roll control deck. Man, he had such a heavy control style, and we still went around his counter spells. We also didn't draw a single counter spell this game. We are going second, which seems to be a tradition, unfortunately, and we're against something that has black in it. Well, that's really good for him. However, he's on the play with duress, so even though it looks great, no way he's going for the vengeance. He might have bat on the next turn. I honestly think he should go for Jace. Yeah, that's the only choice. Extremely bad draw. We don't need land, and we definitely don't need the mountain. So, okay, thank you, man. I love you. That's so good. This way I can, you know, get my stuff. So, what is the next play? It could be like braids. So I think we play this right now, just to have a negate open. He knows about it, so we are not countering anything, but at least we prevent some of the plays. 1 damage acquired. So this is obviously a discard deck. They usually play non-creature stuff. I think this is Edict, and he is waiting for the Jace. Please stop with the mountains. Like, I already have plenty of them. Please, mountains. 1 damage. Yeah. And here we go. Do we want to go? Let's pretend we are playing Mirrex. To be honest, I should go for the mountain, because Mirrex makes him play something, and I actually don't want him to play something. I want him to just think, well, it's just one more turn, we'll do the same thing as usually. So I would go with the mountain if I could change it. 3 damage acquired. Oh boy, and here we go, with the big control stuff. Well, this is this card, sometimes. So what do we go for? Hidden Necropolis is okay, but I don't super care about it. I think we just go for this. This is both a Cardo and a removal if we need it. And we just keep playing lands, because this is how we win. With double negate, he kinda has no chance to, you know, overpower us with anything except creatures. And in the next turn, I will be able to play Jace with a negate open. That means his Edict won't work. He might go for the Necropolis. Okay, he got the 1. Let's see how much he prepared. He knows about the negate. He doesn't know about the second one, so the second one might get him. This should be the big play. Careful taps with all the black mana. Okay, and his careful tap was mana burned with no burn. I was so surprised that there's no mana burn anymore. Like, I couldn't understand what's going on for a while. This is a Jace turn. And is it a turn to draw a card? I honestly think it might. This way we get some instant value. It could be like Tenacious Underdog. I don't love it, but I'll take the risk. Told you? He had it from the start. That was his plan on turn 3. That's why he left 2 mana open. He thought that we were going with it. Alright, and this is definitely one of the cards we like to see. So he can hit Jace, but sure, that's not something that changes anything. We have so many sweepers, and so much removal that whatever he takes, he just gets hit by the other one. Probably ill-timed explosion. Well, the vampire thing is cheaper and more annoying because we can wait until his turn. The problem is that he won't be able to kill Jace. Okay. I mean, we do our thing, right? I will +1 Jace, so it doesn't matter. If he kills it in response, it's fine. I guess we go double Mindbreaker. Celestus is probably also something to get rid of. But 7 damage, and this is one of the nice synergies with the deck. You can go for 4 mana, and you discard something that is extremely expensive, but you still want it in the graveyard. Usually it's one or the other. And let's keep plussing, because we can keep drawing cards. And those are 2 extra cards I think we drew with the Jace. Either 1 or 2, I don't remember. Right, Discover. 2 Sharded Smirt. Oh, there we Oh, you want the arena? You want to draw more cards? Sure. Oh, I wish I had one more extra mana. You know what? If we draw a blue mana right now, man, I'm going... Oh no, but we'll draw 3 cards after it. Alright, we go for it. Because I lack 1 blue mana for double Mindbreaker. Oh. Here's your value. Here's your value. So now, we can mill him. I'm just drawing 3 cards, man. That's so cool. Alright. This is our land for the thing we didn't do. And we say go. And we can get him to 9 cards on the next turn. Man, so many triggers. Let's draw a card. We don't need the Celestus for sure. Even if he kills this one, we just take more. Vampire Vengeances, 3 and 2, so we can cast one of them. Oh, he wants to draw those cards. And now he's at 1 Jace lethal. So we just play this, or Memory Deluge, and we draw the card, sure. At this point, it's too late, my friend. It's too late. He doesn't even have enough mana to contest our value. Like, we can just go all of those cards. It's like 25 mana and we'll draw another 25. So he just won't keep up with the tempo even. We don't know exactly what the deck is about, but I will still... I kinda know what I need. This is what I need. This is what I need. That hedges me basically against all the aggro decks. And against control decks we have this. So we are kinda okay with it. One thing we will do is show that we have priority, because it will change how he plays maybe, potentially. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, go. He has blue, so that's interesting. It's Jeskai humans. Aggro. As long as it's aggro, it's fine. Okay, Talia. Extremely good play for him. That will mean that we don't have plays right now. Alright, so can we survive to turn 5? That's the question. We didn't hit removal, so this will be a little bit awkward. I guess I can try to play Jace on the next turn for 2 life, and it probably is the right choice, honestly. Interesting. I have 2 lands, so I can play the Jace right now. I think he has some interaction, but I think Jace will at least pay for itself, and it's not like we have different plays. If that's a counter spell, they might be tempted to use it right now. That means on the next turn they don't have counter spells, so they tap, they play creatures, then we sweep everything. And if Jace stays, like, it's a lot of damage mitigation. For multiple turns, actually. I think this could be a Resolve Reinforcement or something like this, yeah. It's still okay, because Jace should absorb... Well, it already absorbed 2 damage here, and it costs 2 damage here. So we are already even. And every damage that goes to the Jace is, like, good for us. Thank you. Tapping blue mana, that means he has no blue cards in the hand. Perfect. That's a very nice sweeper. And he deals 4 damage right now only. So he will get the Scry, but that's it. He kept on top, so it literally didn't change anything. And now we can go with the ill-timed explosion, keeping Jace on the board potentially, unless they, you know, get all the damage there. They should. Like, Jace is super scary. Alright, so Jace in total absorbed 6 damage for... Oh man. Oh man, that would be so epic. Why couldn't I draw it before, man? Why? I don't want him to untap. I think this is the moment for a full sweep. Probably not a negate matchup. Let's go like this. Alright, 12 life. And with Vampire's Vengeance we should be very nice, but unfortunately we drew it after already everything was solved. But he's down to 3 cards. And man, the value is absolutely overloaded. Okay, if he whiffs, that's huge. So I don't need to play tap lands for the rest of the game, probably, with this kind of value. Let's see, what is the end step play? Reinforcements? Commander. Sure. I think he will activate the soldier on the next turn, and then we might go for the Vampire's Vengeance. We'll see. Like, I need to buy a little bit of time. Alright, if that's only 3 damage, I'm going for Memory Deluge. It's decent, right? Okay. My turn. Yeah, like this is a good moment to play it. Alright, not the most impactful cards. Okay, Make Disappear is good. Make Disappear is good. Okay, we need to think it through. 3 mana for Vengeance. Potentially 2 mana for Make Disappear. I think we go this and we go either Deluge Vengeance or Vengeance and something we don't like. I think that's the play. We should be fine here. Oh, you like recruiting stuff? Well, I think I know what he... Oh, let's give him the happiness. Oh, it will be sweeter when he realizes no blockers and he's like, oh, I won, I'm the best Magic player ever. And we're like, nope, you aren't. That felt great. Alright, let's go Memory Deluge. Alright, do we go... I think Make Disappear is really nice here. Yep. Man, this card alone is enough to make them scoop. That's crazy. Alright, this one will be interesting. Let's try it. Let's try it. I draw this coffin way too much, that's for sure, for a one-off, but we will take it. The idea is that it's 1 in the deck, so, you know, you draw it at some point in the game. Let's see if that's a tap land. Alright, it seems to be a Azorius control. So we can check them for counterspell. Like, if we go Jace, they will just have something. I think we go for first for knowledge. We still need a little bit time. Yeah, here we go. Alright, that was the play we wanted. We don't have enough blue right now, so we need to be aware of it. But it should be fine. We surveil. I think we go with Celestus. This is a very nice draw. This will enable the Mindbreaker on the next turn. If they want to counterspell, that's fine. They cannot draw a card, they cannot do much, and we are very far from farewell. I think they are trying to hit something for the Mindbreaker, because they know it will happen on the next turn, but we might have double Mindbreaker on the next turn, because they won't do anything. It's nighttime. I shouldn't highlight it. Oh, they think they should? No, okay. They're going for the nighttime. That's good decision. They definitely should. We still are 2 turns before the farewell, so we can just, you know, keep getting them into graveyards. And let's go. Unfortunately, we don't have a counterspell. That would be an easy win. Let's see. Of course, they have something, right? Oh my god, we actually got the trigger. I thought they have Get Lost. Alright. That's half your library. Well, the Hyper Mill is working, guys. That was insanely fast lethal on a control deck. Alright, opponent goes first. This will be very, very hard, but I hope we can make it. Well, Boros. Because they're on the play, if they have the perfect start, we lost. So, you know, some quality gameplay on their side. Good job, you did it. If we're on the play, we would win this. If they didn't have the combo, we would probably win this with a first sweeper. Let's go red, because that's exactly the opposite of our deck, so if I show Island, he will play around counter spells probably. If I show this, he might play around, you know, lightning strikes and this kind of stuff. Or maybe not, or maybe not. Okay, we just need to keep playing lands and making disappear everything, then go Jace, get rid of this and try to hit a sweeper, and then we win. Very annoying. Indeed, a very annoying card. That's a 1 mana sacrifice effect, I believe, or a cut down. One of the two. I think there is a 1 mana sacrifice, like this conviction thing. I think so. Okay, let's go for this. Listen, we're going with it. We don't know the priority. I think it should be a cut down, but I'm not fully sure. Definitely a sacrifice deck here. Alright, Jace on the board is a pretty huge deal. Dream Thief, sure. Surveil, sure. 1 mana less, sure. You know, the fun play is that you can sometimes sacrifice Jace and mill yourself, and you will nearly for sure hit the Mindbreaker, so you can cast it on turn 4 and mill his library. But I don't think it's worth it, but it's still a cool play. Let's negate the most then. Jace is absolutely amazing at slowing, you know, the game. Not only they lose basically all of their damage, they also kinda need to hit Jace because it can get stacked like super crazy. When we hit a sweeper, the game should be over. Alright, 1 card. 1 card is acceptable. We are getting 2 cards. We just need to hit a sweeper and that's it. That also means Jace cannot be hit. Nah. Nah. Yep, here's your card. It's good for him. This is the card we don't want to see, but it is what it is. At least we can outpower it a little bit. If we can the right draw. If we can get the right draw. Of course, ill-timed explosion is the right draw. Oh, I was thinking about this one as well. We have a land for the turn, so this hits a lot of their stuff. Not vampire, vampire. Well, I didn't check the type to be fair. It's fine. Let's see what we hit. I mean, we hit for 7 anyway. I think this is how it goes, right? Clearing the board, pretty good against this kind of deck. And now we will see if that was a cut down. That was a cut down. See? That was a cut down. Now he has no priority because there are no creatures. Alright, so do we draw a card and mill him? Listen, I really like it. I like my cards. I don't think we even need to, you know, hyper mill him right now. We can just win as a normal control deck. With Vampire Vengeance we can get some insane trades probably. Last one, so the rest of the cards are probably only creatures and cut downs. So one of them is a cut down, 2 of them is go for the throat and a creature maybe? That would be my guess. They don't have anything good to exile, like I have all the answers. They should scoop, to be honest. They cannot get through it. Alright, Vampire, probably the best choice in his situation, but it's still not very good. That was the creature, this is cut down, this is go for the throat. That's my guess. I might be wrong, but I think that's kinda it. So, and so they will keep drawing cards if we go like this. Listen, you need to kill me in 1 turn. That's the play. You need to do it in 1 turn, bro. No, you don't want to block it. No way, man. Guys, never do anything like this. He did it to save 6 life. Alright, I mean, I could draw 3 cards. But why if I can just mill my opponent out of everything? So he needs to hit a deep cavern bat right now on this Jace. And if he does it, the game still goes on. Let's see how many bats we got rid of. 1, 2, 3. So he has only 1 bat here or 1 bat here. But they usually play it before, right? So I think that's it. We play Jace and we win. And when we hypermill, alright? That was pretty fun, man. The ill-timed explosion was the crucial turn for this game. And we go for 5. Our opponent is nice enough to allow us to mill him. And we still have a negate in case he has something super weird like robbery for 0 or, you know, anything like it. At least you can see the deck. Sorry, I don't want to make it longer. He's kinda now. Oh no. Okay, so you can see the deck if you care. Guys, never block with a preacher in this kind of situation. Please, please, scream, go away. Yeah, there was no mono red. Alright, so you can copy the deck if you want. And that's a pretty interesting one. Alright guys, and you are curious, how did it go in Mythic? How was the score? It actually was better than I expected. I think we went 6 and 5, something like this. You have the stats here probably, if I didn't forget to edit them. And this includes the auto scoop to Boros, so it could be even higher a little bit than this. To be honest, in a lot of games our draws were really bad. For example, there was one game that I couldn't draw my Jace for like 10 turns or something like this, and I was mana screwed on 3 for 5 turns in a row. And that's also part of those stats, right? So honestly, 2 losses that you see here shouldn't be there even. So yeah, I think the deck performed pretty well. I think the hidden strength of the deck is that first, you have a really nice target for ill-timed explosion. Normally, sometimes you have problems what to discard. Your highest value cards usually are the ones that are win cons, or you want to keep them for, you know, the value game. Here, this is just the best of both worlds. This is a 7-drop that you hate having in your hand. It's just perfect. So this is a perfect synergy between those two. And also you sweep the board and you prepare for the next turn to mill them. So they have like 1 turn of place to contest this, and most of the time they cannot. With Vampire's Vengeance, I like the card in this deck. It sometimes is a dead draw, but still you get this blood token, and it's surprisingly good because you can go turn 4, Vengeance into blood token at the end step, and then you instantly go with the Mindbreaker. They didn't prepare for it because it wasn't in the graveyard. So even in the worst case scenario, this card can absolutely win you the game, and in the best case scenario, I mean, you sweep the whole board during their turn and they're out. That's the best case. We still play some Make Disappears. Those negates are mostly, I mean, better. Alright, it looks better. We mostly play those negates to force Jace wars, because if we are playing against control, over the long game, you need to force 1 or 2 Jaces into the board, and they usually know what your deck does by this point. They can, you know, get hit by Mindbreaker. It's very hard to remove, and, you know, just you cannot counterspell it, and Go for the Throat won't work on it, and Cut Downs won't work on this. So a lot of cards that just don't work, even if they have White March, which is super popular right now, they need to pay 8 mana, and most of the time they don't have so much mana. They would have to exile 2 or 3 cards most of the time. So this usually hits control decks, but this is what they counter. So you need this package just to force it. Don't waste it. This is your win con basically. I really like the idea of the Stasis Coffin. You don't need to craft it. You can just go with whatever, Celestus or, you know, something else. But I like the idea. Most of the time they know exactly when Jace mills them and how many cards they have, and they usually will aim for killing you 1 turn before it. If you can get this into the board for 5 mana, you are like, yeah, we will play for 1 more turn, huh? And your opponent is like, oh no. So that was the idea. I kinda liked it. And yeah, the deck is pretty consistent, it seems. It had good results, and it's something fresh to play in Standard if you like control style, if you want to, you know, play a mill deck, but you don't want to go the classic ones, like Azorius or Dimir. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me in the comments what you think. I know Izzet is not as popular as, for example, Dimir. However, I think that it's worth showcasing. So be sure to like the video and, you know, support this kind of archetype that still got hit by Goldspan Dragon and Aaron's Epiphany, I feel. Still everyone has scars after this period. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for supporting. I really am thankful for having you on the channel. And yeah, see you tomorrow. With